Welcome to another one of those episodes that we don't normally do.
But we're going to do.
But actually, this is a culmination of the last, 5 weeks of podcasts.
Yeah, we skipped last week, so yeah, 5-6 weeks.
Yeah, we've been doing the worst whiskey of 2021, and we're going to follow it up with our picks for the best whiskey of 2021, and the reason that we picked them, which is those notes. So what's left is these 5, and so cute little quick B-roll of us tasting these before.
The other? Yep. When someone leaves a wet sponge too long.
That's what it is. Wet sponge on the nose. Oh, it's just fucking puked. I don't think I can drink that. Nah, I don't like this one.
Like perfume.
All right, burns.
It burns.
Cinnamon. We discussed a Listerine deal. The nose, I'm going to give it a 1. It's terrible. Fuck.
Dirty socks.
That smell that comes off of it is like, ugh. That is what that tastes like. This smells like it went bad.
Really?
Not whiskey. It smells like something went bad. Ugh. God, it sucks, dude. I hate this. You people are welcome. All right, so let's get it going. Let's grab a box of glasses here. I think we'll do the same thing. Just
don't mind our banter, by the way.
Yeah, thanks for that comment. Could have done without the banter. I could do without you.
Apparently, we banter too much on our show.
Yeah, sorry.
That's what we do. What we want.
And that's again one person.
Are these the new ones?
Yeah. What do you think?
It's not as bad as they looked in that picture.
Yeah, I don't think they're bad at all.
Good.
Okay. You want to just do them in order?
Yeah, might as well.
So we've drank all these before. We did each podcast episode. We did 2 side by side, and then whichever one didn't suck went back on the shelf, and then the one that sucked out of that pairing is just the fastest way to do it. So here we go. We got 5 left, and we're just gonna go down the line, starting at 1, 2, 3, and then we have 4 or 5 left. I guess we have to do these 2, and then decide. Yeah, let's do it the same way. So we'll do these 1 and 2. See which one's worse, and this will be fairly quick. And Gus doesn't know which order these are in.
I have no clue.
Okay, 1. I can't even remember what order these are in, which is probably a good thing.
Man, 1 is something.
1 is rough. We're gonna do this as fast as possible. 2's worse. Okay, 2's worse. Yeah, all right. That means 2's got to go up against the next pair.
Keep those together.
Yeah, so number 2 is the for first round. These can go away. We'll say what number 1 is. Number 1 is not the worst whiskey. No, because then I'll see the numbers. Yeah. I'll just put it in right here. This is number 1, and it is not the worst whiskey of 2021. It's pretty close.
Can you put a unicorn in my hand?
Yeah. Put whatever you want in here. Where'd this come from?
You poured one into the other.
Oh. Okay, next. I hate this.
I think I know which one you just poured, just by looking at it.
Well, that's cheating, okay?
I'm just going by color.
Yeah, well, don't cheat. Normally, we do a lot of bantering, but this time we're trying to get through this because we have a lot to do today. Number 2 was the worst of 1 and 2. So this is number 3 and 4. It's not too bad compared to what we just had. 3 is almost like an apple smell. Doesn't taste like apple. Ugh. All right, 4. I'm gonna fucking puke. I can already feel it. 4's worse. Do you think?
No, I don't disagree.
Okay.
I'm choosing my words carefully because I felt like if I actually did a full exhale there, I was gonna puke. Yeah,
that is definitely that one's. I can already tell that's gonna be the absolute worst. I'm not drinking any of this.
Here, take mine. I don't want it either.
I can already. We don't even have to do this one again. 4 is worse than number 2. So I guess we need to do 2 and 5 and see which one's the worst of 2 and 5. Number 5 is almost like a sweet release. I didn't gag at all on that one.
It's still not great.
No. I would say it's better than this. Dude,
Yep.
Yeah, we don't have to drink them again because I can tell you right now, number 4 and number 2. Right? You agree with me? Number 4 is the worst. Number 2 is second place. And the 3rd would be number 5. Yep.
Yeah, that's correct.
All right, grand reveal. Yay. Man, I hate that. All right. So, the 3rd place was number 5. A Wyoming whiskey single barrel. which does not mean that all Wyoming whiskey is bad. This is a single barrel. That's just a bad single barrel. Number 2 is Willet Pot Still.
Oh, so people are going to get butthurt over that.
Second worst. And then the worst whiskey of 2021, we called it from the beginning.
Did we?
Yeah.
No, it is certainly deserving.
It's the Gallon. If you see this whiskey, avoid it at all costs. That's like the third time it's almost made me puke.
It's just bad.
It's terrible. It's Chinese whiskey. It's just not good. So there you have it. Worst whiskey of 2021 is the Gallon. Second, no surprise to me, Willet Pot Still. And third was this single barrel from Wyoming whiskey. It's a 96 proof. Just says limited edition. I don't know, 5 years. So.
Well, glad that's over.
And for those that didn't know from the beginning how we did this, it was kind of, these are the whiskeys that sat at the back of the bar after tasting it, and I'm still about to vomit off of. I can feel it in my throat. Just whiskeys that we just, all year long, they just sat there and we didn't like. And yeah, unfortunately, all 3 of these we bought.
Tried revisiting
several times.
You know, obviously the emptiness isn't just from a couple of pours. By and large, this is what we agreed on was just the worst that we kind of played with this year. And I'm sure there are far worse out there, and I'm sure,
yeah, for sure,
you know, on a given year, a release of these may be a lot different, but whatever these were,
yeah, this year
was just not for my palate, anyways.
Well, made it through that, so let's do
the best.
Yeah,
that sounds great.
2021. Let's get our. We've been torturing ourselves for like 4 weeks now with this, so now we get to taste the best of 2021. All right, now for what you've all been waiting for, our pick for the top. We did 5, the best 5 whiskeys of 2021, and these are not necessarily the best, easiest to find. However, none of them are hard to find. But it's not the best, easiest to find. It's not the cheapest. It's not the most expensive. It's not the anything. These are just the 5 whiskeys that we liked the most this year, I guess. Used the most in classes.
I was going to say they were the most that we either they came through solid on every class when we put them in our pairings,
which we do blind.
Which number 1 is definitely that, and the other ones I think were ones that we just kept finding were coming to the top of conversations and discussions and, you know, bottle shares. We get together. Hey, have you tried this? Hey, have you heard? I have, and it was good.
Yeah.
Some of these things like the 3 King.
Yeah, don't.
Number 3 there. Yeah, good stuff.
All right. So we'll probably start at 1 and just go up. And these aren't necessarily number 1, number 2. It's just these are the 5 we picked.
Yeah, these are just
because I definitely wouldn't put number 1 as number 1, but number 1 was the easiest one. It was literally the bottle we talk about all the time, Early Times Bottled and Bond, and we've had this conversation multiple times, and people are like, well, I can't find it. Well, I'm sorry, but where we live, it's in every liquor store.
It's easy to find.
It's everywhere. You can buy it easily, but we use this a lot in blind classes, but it's Bottled and Bond, so it's 4 years, 100 proof, minimum of 4 years, could be more than that. But we've tricked more people with this bottle than anything else we've tried. It's the bottle we buy the most of. And for us, it's just easy as hell to find, but it's $25.
Yeah, it's become a staple at my house. Just between, if not this, the Evan Williams.
Yeah, the white label.
Bottled and Bond.
Yep.
Is because my wife likes now to make these old fashions. And these are inexpensive and delicious.
It's easy to get.
Neat or in a cocktail.
So if you haven't tried it, you're doing yourself a which I know there is a cult following for it in some places. We've been told it's hard to find, but
yeah.
I've never had a
not around here anyways.
Yeah.
Yet.
Number 2. I didn't want to put a wild turkey in here because I watched some of the other videos and like everybody did wild turkey, plain Elijah Craig, and you know, just stuff that they all kind of picked the same 4 or 5 bottles. And I think those are safe bets. Those are the bets where people aren't going to get angry, you know? Yeah. But we don't care if you get angry.
Really, yeah,
it doesn't matter to us. So number 2 was Wild Turkey Rare Breed Barrel Proof Rye. It's 112 proof. It's 4, 6, and 8 year barrels. And Jimmy Russell didn't do a lot with Wild Turkey Rye. He was more, as you know, more of a bourbon thing. So his grandson, Bruce, is the one that kind of runs all the rye stuff. But this is a great rye. It drinks hot, but if you let it sit out some, it's good.
Yep.
Yeah. You have sugary raisins, some lemon peel to it. There's a lot of like unique flavors, and it's pretty easy to find as well. I see it on the shelf almost everywhere I go.
Yeah.
I would tell you this, sometimes I go to the Nex and buy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
The Nex is the Navy Exchange, which as a veteran or active duty, you can buy liquor from the base with no taxes.
Yeah.
So that's like, I target that place. But they had little tags around it so people wouldn't steal it. Like they had Henry McKenna and a bunch of other stuff in there with no tags, but these all had tags around them.
Interesting.
Yeah. So, we're not the only one. I guess thieves liked it too. Number 3, this one we're going to get some hate for, but it is what it is. This bottle's completely empty. The Kings County Bottled & Bond is out of New York. To me, this was the most, if I were to describe bourbon to somebody, and I'm like, sweet caramel, oak, some honey flavor, just a good flavor profile.
Yeah.
This rang the bell on every single one of them until it got to about here, and just the air in the bottle, a little bit of oxidation, just kind of killed it. But this is a 6-year, and it's 11 different barrels that were blended together. And it's about now.
You're trying to get more of that, aren't you?
Yeah. I have people on the prowl to find me more of this. It's so good.
I love the bottle. I love the old style kind of slip it in the back pocket.
And I also like how the label's just not a lot to it.
Yeah, perfect.
But this was really good stuff. If you can find it, get it. It's expensive. It's $99 for this tiny little 375. But like I said, we're just telling you what our favorites were of the year.
Oh, this one's a good one.
Yep. Oh, and I forgot to say, this was $60-ish. The Wild Turkey. So you want to do the 4th one? I'll pull it out.
Sure. So number 4, we have the A121, the Elijah Craig Barrel Proof. And was this in our lineup when we did the video?
Yeah, we did the Battle of the Barrel Proofs. Click here. And that was in there.
Yep. I can't remember which one I chose as my favorite Elijah Craig, but I know this was very delicious.
I think we were both on the 518, I think. But this is actually, so out of this year's release, this is A121, which is 123 proof. They're all 12 years.
Yep.
Around $70. And the B521, C921 were both lower proof. This is the highest proof release of this year. And it's just...
Man, sorry, dude.
Am I boring you?
No, I'm just...
Would you like a glass of one of these?
I would like some of that Elijah Craig, actually.
Okay. You pour your Elijah Craig. I'm going to drink the next one. So the next one I've already killed a bottle of. But yeah, this was the highest proof release of this year. But it's very good. I don't really have a lot to say to it. Most people have had Elijah Craig Barrel Proof. Again, it was just, we enjoyed it a lot. So number 5.
Also a good choice.
This was kind of a recent release, which is crazy because it came out... First time I had it was at Prohibition downtown. Mm-hmm. And they were like, I said, what do you have that's underpriced, that's delicious?
Yeah.
And I know the guys there, so they were like, I got you. So he brought me some of this.
Mm-hmm.
I tried it, and I was like, man, I've never had it before. Really enjoyed it.
Did you tell what it was ahead of time? Or?
Yeah, he gave me the bottle. And so I went to Caleb, and I said, hey, I'm trying to get some of this. He was like, I've got like 3 bottles or 4 bottles or something. So I bought one from him.
Yeah.
And then he ended up getting like a case of it or something, so I bought another one. So it's the Templeton Rye 10-year.
Nice.
So it's a 10-year single barrel.
It's a cool bottle.
It's a very cool bottle. Cool top. And I'm going to go ahead and open this because I know I'm going to drink more of it later today. But this is the second bottle I've had of it. This is so good. It's a lot of chocolate, vanilla, some oak, some honey flavors to it. Get a little bottle pop. Solid bottle pop.
I'll give that one a cheer.
Yep. We'll cheer for that. This one's a little bit harder to find, so I give you that. Like I said in the beginning, this wasn't the 5. We already did a best bourbons you can find right now for these price ranges. We did 30 up to 30, and then 30 to 60, and then 60 to 100 or something like that.
You can get through the bantering. Some good information in there.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, link here for that. If you want to go see those and what we did in price range, best bang for the buck, if you will. But these are just, in our opinion, and the opinion of many others, our favorite bottles for this year. So that was fun. We had a great year tasting some stuff and doing some classes and hanging out with people, and we met a lot of cool people. And we appreciate everybody for tuning in and hanging out with us and learning with us and learning from us and whatever we learn from you as well.
Teaching us stuff.
Yep. So here, cheers guys to 2021. It is over.
2021 is over. I saw an appropriate meme.
Yeah.
It was a cartoon of some people with a big stick, and there's a big door that said 2022, and they were like pushing the door open a little bit, trying to peek in to see
how bad it is.
I was like, that's appropriate.
Yeah, hopefully 2022 is better.
I hope so.
But, yep. All right. Cheers, everybody. Thanks for tagging along.
Yeah, thanks.